What's up, Internet? This is the A4th Wolf.
And Obsidian Melody.
And welcome back to another episode of Wolf Watches. Today is Volume 5, Episode 13, Downfall. 2 episodes left. That is confirmed, by the way. I still wish it was like an extra 2 episodes, because it seems like there's so much to cover.
Mm-hmm.
But
so little time.
Yeah, but I mean, I hope that this will end up being good. But anyway,
I think we all hope that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying words at this point. I'm too excited. I'm too nervous. But this one is called Downfall. Now, we don't know what that means. Does it mean a downfall for everyone? Does it mean a downfall for Cinder? Does it mean a downfall for Raven?
The school?
Downfall of the school? Downfall of Mistral? But I have a feeling that like this is supposed to be like a good kind of downfall, just because at RTX well, first of all, everyone's coming back together. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. It'd be a really shitty thing if everyone came back together and everything fell apart immediately. And then also Rooster Teeth at RTX said that like this is supposed to be this is the trilogy of like. Volume 4 was like them trying to recover. Second one was like, okay, we're solving our problems, we're ready to get back. And then season 6 is supposed to be like, all right, we're back together, let's kick some fucking ass, and we're like ready to go.
Was that at PAX or?
This was at RTX Austin in last year, 2017.
Oh, last year. Okay.
Yeah. But that's just like what I heard, and of course that doesn't explain all the painful parts in between. Like, already, Vernal is most likely dead at this point. And Raven is the fucking Spring Maiden. Which...
It's still weird hearing that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like... I've been trying to think of how they didn't know it. And the only 2 theories that I've come across is either... Vernal somehow has the ability to give the power to somebody else if they're willing. If both parties consent to it, or if like maybe Raven found Vernal first and just said that she was the Spring Maiden to throw off suspicion.
Yeah.
But it's just weird that nobody knew that she was the Spring Maiden.
See, I've been seeing a lot of theories around lately.
Yeah, I'm assuming it doesn't get explained in this episode because there's just too much stuff that's going on already. But we're ready for Ruby and Yang to take on Emerald and Mercury, which is actually one of the things I'm really excited for, just because we haven't seen these two groups of people fight very often. And we have Ozpin and Hazel, he's always been kind of a cool character for me, but his backstory is so tragic and neat that I really, really like him as a character. What?
I can only think of the meme where it's Ozpin. It's like one of those text ones. It says, but Hazel, didn't you know that this job has a high mortality rate?
Mortality rate? Well, I mean, there is that. And but the thing is, like, Hazel, unless something else comes into development, Hazel is obviously a person that he's a good guy. But he's literally there only for revenge, and you can see why from his point of view. I love characters like this. It's great. So I really like Hazel. I really like where the story's going. I kind of wonder the whole dust implant stuff. You've seen the World of Remnant videos, right?
Yeah.
So they say it's very dangerous to do that. So I wonder if him doing it, is he used to it? Is it ability of it? Or is he doing it knowing that he could die every time he does it? So it's very interesting to me. So I can't wait to hear more about this, especially when we get into the next volume, which after next week, because we're recording this, a week, whatever. This will be shown a week later. It'll be done. And it won't be back until October.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But fortunately, it usually lands on the week or a few days before or after my birthday. So I always consider it a birthday gift to myself. So thank you, Rooster Teeth. Okay, No more theorizing. No more thinking about it. No more suspicions or whatever. I could go on all day. Let's get right into the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. What are you gonna do now?
Punch him.
Ooh. Headbutt.
Whatever it takes to shut you up. You guys doing okay?
Dang.
It's that hand-to-hand
I
combat
think so.
kicking in finally.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming too. I just wish this would go faster.
How about you don't complain and just be thankful you unlocked your semblance when you did?
My semblance.
How else do you think you're healing her?
Duh.
Dummy?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot people have those.
No. I don't think I'm healing her. Our aura heals our bodies. It feels more like I'm using my aura to amplify hers.
Wait, aren't you worried about running out?
Pierre once told me I've got a lot of it.
So is it not his semblance?
I feel like that is his semblance. He uses his own aura, though.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Ooh. That brings the fury out.
Jeez.
Oh, he's able to shoot.
Yeah.
Go! I've got her!
Oh.
John, what's happening?
You took a heavy hit. You need to stay with me while the others fight.
That's annoying.
Good to have you back, Wes.
I wondered if he was able to shoot, but I guess that explains it. Jeez, Hazel's a
Behind the face of
freaking
a child.
No, yeah.
A monster like you
powerhouse.
Even more so after the death.
Yeah.
How many more children must die for you?
Oh, wait a minute. That's a bad move, Hazel.
I was wondering when you were gonna like have it register.
Yeah.
Semblance. He can block out pain. It's how he's able to handle injecting so much dust into his body.
Oh.
Oh.
That's interesting. But that's not good.
I don't
You get
need him
overdose.
to hurt. I just need him to go down!
Oh!
Oh dang.
Holy shit.
White Fang members turn around.
What's going on in there?
None of your concern.
Oh, fire dust.
Shit. His body is not gonna... It's gonna give out eventually.
Stay focused. Our friends are almost done here.
Adam!
There it is.
There she
Who is
is.
that?
Stand down!
Wait!
Do we get the Atom fight?
To think that I went through so much trouble to find you, only to have you deliver yourself to me.
This isn't what's right for the Faunus. Stop what you're doing and we can end this peacefully.
You're wrong, Blake. And you can't stop us.
No!
But we
I
can.
can't. Not by myself.
There it is.
That's why she didn't come alone.
What?
Who's there?
Big old pokey spears. The turn
Wow, how'd they all get in?
Brothers and sisters.
The boat, of course.
Yeah, but I mean...
Please, stop this.
Oh, was that his brother?
Make no mistake, brothers. These are our enemies, and we will not let them ruin.
Adam Taurus, this is the Mistral Police Force.
Hey!
Lower your weapons and surrender peacefully.
Airships.
What's happening?
Reinforcements.
How are you feeling?
Better. Much better. Keep it up.
How? How did you do this?
Wasn't that hard.
It's over.
You know, you tried to murder us. Everyone saw it.
And it's over for all of us.
Hey, wait!
What are you doing? Trying to get us all killed?
I am making humanity pay for what they've done!
We sent someone over to confirm your explosives. And once we did, she disarmed them.
Ilian.
Haha! Nice!
Hey.
What do we do?
This is your business, not mine. Fix it.
I told you, Adam. It's over.
Ah!
Adam, don't go out like a bitch. Escape.
Kill them!
Wow, okay. You guys are brave. Oh! What the fuck? I mean, I know what it was, but
nice,
yeah. Oh, new summon. Holy
She
shit.
did beat it.
She did. And she had the time to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yang?
Yang, go! No!
Break his legs.
Oh. Oh, she's not using it.
Oh, she detached it.
Ah, smart.
Remember walking to this.
Instead of going through the problem, she went around it.
This is what
Renal
we
was
all
a
wanted to
decoy
see.
the whole time. The last spring maiden must have trusted you a great deal before she died. I bet that was a mistake.
Oh man, been waiting for this fight.
I can't remember where I saw it, but wasn't her eyes, the flames, blue?
Her aura around her was blue.
Okay, that one.
Aura can't protect your arm. It's grim.
Oh, that's
You
clever.
turned yourself into a monster just for power.
Doesn't have aura.
Look who's talking.
So it still begs the question: who was the last spring maiden? Was it?
See, this is where that thing says on my theory came in.
I mean, there's a dozen theories. So
Well, the one that I read.
if it was Summer,
Yeah, that was it. And the last person who thoughts was Raven.
oh, they swapped swords. Holy shit! Flame and ice.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh, it looks like electricity. Oh, I see.
Oh boy. Jeez. This is completely different from any other fight.
It's on a bigger
Have
scale.
you noticed she's been exchanging for blades? I don't know, but I'm buying the soundtrack. Oh, sir. Both their auras are starting to
Had
fade a
enough
bit.
yet? Shut up! If you were stronger or more clever, then maybe you'd remember to watch your back.
Oh, the mask.
Yeah. Ooh.
So she shatters when she falls.
Cinder fell.
Cinderfall.
She's got to be still alive.
She's alive. They couldn't have just done that.
Yeah, but poor Vernal.
But if she did die, would it have passed on to Emerald?
Maybe. Oh. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll have to see in the. No way they're going to explain that now.
So I'm actually curious what the relics will look like. Oh, that's cool. It's a portal to another.
Yeah, I was about. Oh well, I think.
Is that the school?
No, that
It's
must
the
be the
relic.
relic.
It looked like a school for some odd reason.
I guess they put it in. I guess they just put the relics in places that are like impossible to get to.
I mean, you can get to it, just not. Oh.
Oh, come on!
Did you see what it looked like? It was like a bottle.
I thought it looked more like one of those like crystal things.
Maybe we'll see it in the. We'll see it here in this art vector.
Still,
I like this
that.
one. I like that vector right there.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Ah.
Okay. All right. So, freaking awesome. Things that need to be wrapped up. The rest of the fight between the White Fang, the rest of the fight with Hazel, the rest of the fight with Mercury and Emerald. And if Cinder dies.
Very big if.
Very big
But
if. I mean, I always felt that Cinder would either survive until the end and get betrayed by Salem, or like just the fight with RWBY would still need to happen, you know. But if she does die, the maiden power would most likely go to Emerald. If Cinder felt the same way that Emerald felt about her. Because Cinder is like
Kinda
she
like-
doesn't.
Kind of like an adopted mother.
Well, that's how Emerald sees her, but
Yes.
Cinder sees her as a tool,
As a means to an end.
Yeah, so I don't know if the power would pass on to her.
Even bigger. even bigger, just completely out there. She's thinking about killing RWBY. That's a real big. That's a little far-fetched.
It's a little far-fetched.
It's a little far-fetched, but I mean...
The evil revenge thoughts would trigger the transfer.
But it had to be in their last thoughts.
Right, but I mean, like...
It doesn't necessarily mean...
In her psyche, yeah, I could imagine that. Like, I can't believe this happened. I mean, although in that case, I think that the power would go to Raven in that case. Because...
True.
And then, since she already has the powers, it would go to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Unless, obviously, they can take the powers and they can have multiple.
Which is a huge if.
But apparently doable because they were trying to collect all four within one body.
That's true. Yeah, that
and
is true.
Salem obviously would know.
Salem would probably know. But, I mean, Salem is an entity on her own. That's dozens of theories, and I have my own. I don't think, for example, that Salem is actually she doesn't operate on the physical plane as clearly as everybody else. I think she's more like a spirit who, when she has enough power, she assumes a form.
Mm-hmm.
So
the brothers, I mean,
what's that?
The brothers, the brother.
Oh well, yeah, but I mean,
essentially,
yeah, but yeah. I mean, she's not one of them because I think they debunked that.
Did they debunk it?
I think so. Just the fact, I think the way that Ozpin describes it, and that's assuming that everything up until that point is true, is that the gods gave him power to fight Salem, essentially. Yes. And that's why he's been reincarnated so many times.
Mm-hmm. And you can just assume that the older brother, the one who created the Grimm, created Salem as
right. But the fact that the fact that the gods gave him the power makes it seem like those create
two or just one.
Yeah, or that he accidentally created Salem and then helped.
Yeah, he was I made a mistake.
Yeah. But I mean, these, let's not even get into that because that is way too vague to
This is like Volume 9 stuff.
Yeah, if ever explained. But anyway, so she would be powerful enough to have all the maiden powers. Mm-hmm. But I don't think someone like Cinder would have been able to.
Yes.
Because she's just an ordinary human, and she's grafting Grimm parts to her. But I thought that was genius with the whole Grimm not being protected. Well, not...
Yeah, they're not protected by aura.
Yeah.
And so obviously the Grimm arm would not be protected by her aura.
Yeah, I thought that was brilliant. And that was something that was said in Volume 1.
Mm-hmm. Grimm don't have aura.
Yeah, so that was really, really clever to remind us about that. The fight was pretty awesome. I wish that the only minor critique I have about the fight is that I wish that whenever Raven pulled out a new sword, she could use different abilities. Because the blade changed, but it didn't seem to affect her fighting style.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll rewatch it to see if maybe there were a few changes, but that's what I got out of it. So Yang went from plow through everything to kind of outsmarting Mercury for the first time, which was pretty neat. Weiss has a new summon, and I guess now she's learned that you can't just start off with that. You have to have time to prepare. Although that was kind of brutal, stabbing Hazel right there. That was pretty impressive.
I feel like at first I thought someone who had something to do with ice, shot an icicle through him, and I was like, ooh, and then I realized, oh wait, it's connected.
Yeah, I thought the knight had a whip or something all of a sudden. I'm like, where the hell did he get a whip? And then no, it was the fucking Lancer. Which was pretty awesome. I still wish we had more fight with Yang and RWBY versus Emerald and Mercury. Because we still haven't actually seen that now. Now that the episode is gone. But still, it was really cool to get... now that we know Blake got there, they managed to they managed to work with the Mistral police to stop the fight without causing a huge commotion, exactly. I really hope that Adam just finds a way to escape, because this would be really pathetic.
Darn, we let him escape again.
Yeah. Oh no. Just the fact that if he gets caught now, that would be pathetic. And yes, he could escape later, but I would really want him to just escape now and then just have the reunion with Blake and Yang, and then the next season they're fighting the White Fang or something.
I would just love for him to get captured, escape like Roman, and then get eaten by a Grim, and make it like a trend here.
Yeah, just make it a trend. Huh?
Make it a trend of all the.
Why do you have to bring that up, man? I love Roman.
I do too.
But he may get captured. We'll just have to see.
I think it hurt his ego a little bit too.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, oh, I'm the high ruler of the White Fang, and no one can touch me, and just
Blake just says "fuck your noise" and hits him in the
back
of the head,
and he's like, "Oh,
son of a bitch." Although it pretty much just kind of, I mean, he was in a hopeless situation, and he still tried to kill everyone, and then told the few remaining followers he had to just start firing at an army.
Dang old Nazi, or sorry, Faunus Hitler.
Yeah, Faunus Hitler. I'm really surprised that the few White Fang members that were there actually went along with it. I would have been like, oh, dude, I'm done. That is a bunch of helicopters, and that is a bunch of mad villagers. I am done. But we'll just have to see how exactly that goes out. So, what do you think Yang and Raven is going to be like?
They're going to fight.
Are they going to fight?
Because Raven's going to try and take the relic.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I mean, I guess the question is, I don't know. Well, first of all, she can't teleport anymore, I don't think. Because think about what those rules. You have to make a portal between people, and she trusts Vernal. She trusts Crow, Tai, and Yang. Who else does she trust?
Well, warping the Tai Yang and running away.
Yeah, that'll fly. I guess if
Ranger, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
Turn to the bird.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The only thing that makes sense is that she would teleport to Tai Yang and then just run away, because Tai Yang is the only person not expecting it.
Unless there's someone else.
Unless there's somebody else, but I mean, Vernal
in her camp.
I don't think she trusts anyone that much. She goes on about family and stuff like that. The only person she seemed to have a connection to is Vernal.
Yeah. Everyone else is just kind of the low-level lackey.
Yeah, despite all her talk about family and stuff like that.
Especially because the way they made it out originally was that it was kind of like a mobile village type scenario. Yeah. Because that's the way I always viewed it when they talked about the bandits.
Oh, yeah. That's how bandits are supposed to operate. They live in one place for as long as they can.
They're nomadic, more or less.
Yeah, and then they move on when they either have nothing else to steal or they have to move.
But I always viewed it as just a village, but they're bandits.
Yeah. We'll just have to see about that. Maybe there is someone that she trusts, but we'll just have to see. And then just Yang, she knows she can't fight Raven, especially with one arm.
I feel like there's something that's going to come up, and she's going to be like, well, hold on a minute, you're a maiden?
Well,
you're the maiden.
I think at this point, she has probably connected the dots by the fact that Cinder has fallen down the pit, Vernal is dead there. I'm sure she's going to, either Raven's going to straight up tell her, or she's going to connect the dots. But then the question is what's going to happen next? I think that Raven might offer Yang again to join her,
Mm-hmm. Interesting thought.
Because now she has the relic.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost Vernal.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she's a very complex character.
Mm-hmm. Well, we really don't know a lot about her, even.
Yeah. And, I mean,
So,
I
who
feel really sad about Vernal, though.
Darn, it's like Sienna Khan.
Well, I mean, at least Vernal, we grew a
saw
connection.
her. Saw her. For
at least we got a connection to her.
Saw her more than 3 seconds.
Yeah, Sienna Khan. That was one. Yeah, Sienna Khan. I would have accepted her dying in the first episode if we got to, or in the only episode that we saw her. If like we saw her at the beginning, and then there was a middle section, and then at the conclusion of the episode, that's when Adam threw his coup. But at the that one particular section, I think I mentioned this, but it just felt like, hi, I'm Adam, here's your exposition, now I'm going to kill you. There was really no reason for me to say all that to you because I was going to kill you, but the audience needed to know about it.
Mm-hmm. Adam, why are you stabbing me in the back? What do you mean? I'm stabbing you in the front.
Touche. But anyway, so assuming we have one episode left, and I'm just trying to think, what would the next season be? Because they successfully saved Haven.
Yes.
I'm assuming Raven's going to steal the relic and escape. So are Salem and the gang going to try to
do it again?
Well, try either go after Raven or go after Vacuo.
Huh. In that point, from the villain's standpoint, I would assume they would go after Raven because she, one, has the Maiden's power and has a relic. That's already 2 of the biggest.
That's true, but I mean,
the schools can wait.
The schools can wait, but at the same time, I mean, if this relic is as powerful as everyone says it is, and Raven has it, they might not have the manpower to go after her.
Well, hold on. Which relic is this one? This is creation, right?
Knowledge. This one's knowledge.
This one's knowledge.
But we don't know what the relics do.
Exactly.
We don't know if this relic of knowledge actually gives knowledge or actually has another purpose. But they all say powerful things.
Knowledge, creation, destruction, and
I forget the last one.
Yeah, I just can't. But what I was talking about earlier about a theory was someone said, what if the relics didn't actually grant what they say, but they allow you to control what they say? You can
control knowledge,
control destruction, etc., and so forth.
That's interesting. I just don't know how that would work. Just because, like, well, take the relic of knowledge.
You can control people.
Can you control people or control what people think?
People think.
And
henceforth control
Okay.
them
So how would you fight that?
One of the other relics, right?
Okay.
I can't remember what... There was the theory that the relics are kind of like in a circle, and each arrow corresponds...
Oh, like a rock, paper, scissors
yeah,
type thing?
Yeah, it's like a rock, paper, scissors type deal. And you can find each one with the other. I mean,
it's an interesting theory. I think that's a little too Pokemon-esque for me.
Well, who knows how much they thought into it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll just have to see. Well, again, these are all... Jesus, I can't believe we're having this conversation now instead of, like, after the final episode. But, I'm just wondering what the next step is. Do they go to Vacuo? Do they chase Raven? Do they deal with the White Fang? Do they deal with Atlas?
I like to think that they go after... RWBY and the gang go to find the next Maiden. To protect the Maiden.
Maybe.
Because Oz might have some knowledge of who it is.
Yeah. If they could find... Actually, yeah, that's a good point, because they need the Maidens to open the vault, so they would
protect the Maidens.
Yeah, they would have to find the Maidens and protect them. So then... Ooh, I was just thinking that, like, let's see. Because according to Oz, we don't know if this is true or not, they don't have the Relic of Destruction.
Yes.
So if
Was that Beacons?
Yes, that was Beacons.
Okay.
Well, they already have the Maiden for that, and then if the Maiden power goes into Emerald, for example, they still have the ability to
open it.
Oh, God.
If they can find it.
If they can find it.
Because Oz is so confident that they don't have it yet.
Yeah. There's just too much stuff to think about. We'll be going on for hours. But
time to get the pen and paper in.
Yeah. So we will work on this stuff. We'll come back next week and discuss it. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's not really much else. Nothing major happened this episode, right?
Yeah, just an awesome fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, potentially, Hazel, Emerald, and Mercury, and Adam, I guess, pretty much need to find a way to escape.
Yes.
Whether it would be like Hazel punching through a wall and they escape that way. Adam, it is possible that he could get captured, and if he does get captured, he might try to turn on Salem.
You led me into this path.
Or just the fact that like Hazel was just like, "Hey, this is your problem now."
Yeah. You got caught, so it's your problem.
Yeah.
Fun.
And even if he doesn't get captured, he might still take that. So there could be, they might not be allies, but they would be going towards a common goal. And then maybe like the last season, it's like, okay, I hate you, you hate me, but we have a common enemy that we absolutely have to get rid of. It's a little cliche, but it could happen.
There's a lot of cliches in RWBY, but
yeah, but I mean, there's small cliches and then there's huge cliches. Yeah. That would be a more huge cliche.
Yep.
But it would fit into the theme of RWBY with like you know, working together and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see. So until next week, final episode.
I hope it's more than 15 minutes.
I hope it's. You know what? I hope it's 3 hours.
Absolutely.
All right. But until then, this is the A4 Wolf.
I'm Stay Melody.
And we'll see you guys next time.